A Course in Miracles Workbook, Lesson 41. God goes with me wherever I go.
This lesson means that God's love is always with you, no matter where you are. You are never alone, even when you feel scared or unsure. Knowing God goes with you helps you feel safe, brave, and cared for wherever you go.
Today's idea will help us feel less lonely and abandoned. Being apart from others can make us feel sad, worried, scared, and helpless. But this lesson will help us overcome those feelings.
Our problems come from one big mistake. We think we are separated from God. That mistake makes us feel worried, sad, and scared. But the truth is, God is always with us in our minds wherever we go. If we believe this, we can let go of guilt and stop feeling lonely or afraid. To fix this, notice when you feel bad, as it means you have forgotten that God is with you. Recognize this mistake, choose to let it go, and find happiness by trusting in God's constant love.
People have come up with many ways to fix the problems they see in the world, but they never stop to ask if the problem is even real in the first place.
The world itself is not real. Only our thoughts are. The real problem is the belief that we are separated from God. The ego tricks us into thinking this is true and makes us afraid to question it. Instead, it distracts us with things in the world to keep us from looking inside our minds, where the belief in separation began. To fix this, we need to stop avoiding it and look at the thought that says we are far from God. Only then can we see it is not true and feel peaceful again.
You cannot fix the effects because the problem is not real in the first place.
Trying to fix problems in the world will not truly work because the real problem is deeper. Even if the problem seems to go away for a little while, the cause, our belief in separation and guilt, stays. This keeps creating new problems. When we realize there must be a better way, our teacher helps us look at the real cause so we can finally change it.
Today's idea can stop all this nonsense for good. Even though problems might seem serious or sad, they are still just foolish mistakes.
Jesus does not call mistakes sinful. He calls them foolish. He teaches us to laugh gently at the idea that we are separated from God, just like the Holy Spirit does. The Holy Spirit knows our worries are not real and helps us see their silly cause so we can let them go. Even if we feel upset, the Holy Spirit reminds us it is just a dream, and together we can laugh and find peace.
Inside you is something perfect, ready to shine out into the world. It can heal all sadness, pain, fear, and loss because it helps your mind see that these things are not real.
If I know God is always with me through His love, I see that what I believed before is not true. This can feel scary because if my beliefs are wrong, I might think I am not real. That is why I sometimes hold onto guilt. It makes me feel like the me I know is real.
You are always perfectly holy because God, your source, is with you everywhere. You cannot truly suffer because God is the source of all joy. You are never alone because God is the source of all life. Nothing can take away your peace because God is always with you.
Jesus wants you to see how hard you try to prove Him wrong by believing the world or yourself are bad. This happens because you still do not fully trust His words. If you did, you would see guilt is not real. The ego makes you afraid to face guilt, but Jesus wants you to accept His loving truth instead.
You know you do not believe this yet. The truth is hidden deep inside, covered by a cloud of confusing thoughts that make it hard to see clearly.
It is hard to understand this if you still think of yourself as separate and focus on your problems and being special. These thoughts hide the truth that could free you from fear, hate, and sadness.
Today we will try to move past the dark cloud of thoughts and reach the light beyond it.
Jesus will guide you through the cloud of guilt and specialness. He asks you to notice it, not ignore it. Though it seems dark, it is fragile and will vanish as you move through it. The ego makes guilt seem strong, but with Jesus' help, you will see it is nothing. The light is waiting beyond it if you are willing to move forward.
Today, there is one long practice time. In the morning, sit quietly for 3 to 5 minutes with your eyes closed. Start by slowly saying today's idea. Then try not to think about anything. Focus on going deep inside your mind, past all the noisy thoughts. If you get distracted, gently repeat the idea to help you. The goal is to go inward and leave the world's silly thoughts behind.
Everything in the world is foolish because it cannot truly bring us pleasure or pain. Going deeper inside means moving past the body, where we think feelings come from, to the mind, which is the true source of our thoughts and feelings. In our mind, we can feel God's presence through the Holy Spirit and choose His peace instead of the ego's ideas.
You are trying to go beyond everything you see and get closer to what is real.
Jesus wants us to first notice what seems real, like the world and other people. Then, He gently helps us see that these things are not real and guides us past them to the ego's thoughts. Finally, He leads us beyond the ego to the Holy Spirit's loving truth.
You can reach God, and it is easy because it is the most natural thing in the world. The way will open if you believe it can happen.
Jesus says you do not have to fully believe, just maybe that He is right. Reaching God is the only natural thing, and nothing in this world, including your body, is truly natural. Believing this helps you return to God with the Holy Spirit's guidance. Jesus encourages you to keep trusting and learning.
This exercise can surprise you with great results, even the first time you try it, and it always works in the end. Use today's idea often. Say it slowly, with your eyes closed if you can. Think about the words that remind you of your holiness, your constant protection, and that you are never alone.
These last lines remind us that the truth is just beyond the illusion. We can find it by focusing on the lessons and practicing the exercises.
You can laugh at fear because God is with you wherever you go.
Jesus reminds us to laugh at the ego and not take it seriously. We can only do this when we bring our fear and illusions to the Holy Spirit, who helps us remember God's love. Without this, our laughter might be unkind or fake. The Holy Spirit's laughter is gentle because it knows what is real and what is not. Even when we see pain and suffering, we can laugh, not to make fun, but because we know it is not real and cannot take away God's peace and love.
God goes with me wherever I go. God goes with me wherever I go. God goes with me wherever I go.